Hello there and welcome. Good morning if you're watching me live. Hello if not, as I know these things live on YouTube for a while. It is the 25th of January today. We have an alignment, we have an incredible planetary alignment. Of course, just doesn't happen today, right? Got an amazing lineup of planets taking place, which astronomically doesn't affect, or yes, astronomically doesn't affect our planet that much, but us as humans it certainly does, and so it's interesting the phenomena of celestial alignment, how it affects us, because you would think it would be this glorious experience, right? Coming into alignment as the celestial bodies do, but you know, for us in our different bodies, that's of course at the very least physical, and then we're working with the causal body, mental, emotional, spiritual, and so on. So much to come into alignment. The very principle of alignment for the physical body and bodies is that what is not in alignment has to come into alignment, and that process itself isn't always enjoyable. And that's why, with weeks like this, and of course it's been a biggie with the election in this country, with weeks like this, we can feel very unsettled, sleep poorly, have erratic moods, have appetite all over the place, weird feelings in our stomach and gut and so on. All of these things are going to happen through the process of coming into alignment, and we're very blessed. I'm going to go there anyway. We're very blessed to live at a time when these alignments are taking place for all that we will go through. Okay, all that we'll go through. I'm about to do a sound healing work here for anyone that's going to join me or watch this later, which is usually the case. I quite like how that looks actually. We've got a nice little alignment taking place. This is my own, this is a grid that I use for, should we say, distance or remote healing. It takes on the form of the human body enough. It's similar enough to what you would know as the tree of life, okay? I'll talk about that in a minute. The focus of our work today, because I'm feeling led to have focuses for these works and other things I do, is in support of the nervous system, right? The brain, the spinal cord, the nerves, each type of neuronal path, and so on. All of that together to support that. You get a week like this, lots of news and so on, lots of strong feelings about it, and I would say any feeling you have or anything is entirely valid, just to be clear about that. Now, you may have heard an expression. The expression is "keep your powder dry," right? Keep your powder dry. The origin of that expression, as we use it for our own purpose, is to not waste our energy, to not exhaust our energy at a moment's notice, right? The very concept of it is to use our energy wisely, appropriately, and at the right time. You may well feel at this time that there are hugely inappropriate and unjust things taking place in the world, in this country, and so on. Right? Not saying you're wrong, not saying you're right. I've got my own feelings, of course. The point is, in my life, I have had people around me get angry, and when they get angry, they get loud. In my life, I've had people who got angry, and when they got angry, they got quiet. And I know who I was more afraid of, right? And this isn't about being afraid, it's about the power of choosing what you do with your energy and when you do something with it. For every single person in the world, they have their way to step up and show up. Every single one, me and you, right? Every single one of us. It's very important that we do that at the right time and in the right way. And for that to take place, you have to know yourself, you have to know your ups and your downs, you have to know what's important to you, you have to know what your values are, okay? And if you are losing yourself all over the place, erratic, snappy, words escaping me, But if you're losing your presence all over the place, you are not as much use to yourself and not as much service to the planet as you can be, right? You are very needed and you are very, very, very important, okay? The only other thing I wanted to say, I and my colleague Matria are taking a group to Ireland in 3 months' time. We'll be there in 3 months' time. This trip is now full, it's sold out. I don't like to get on the whole promotional tip, so I haven't pushed. I don't like to do that, but I want to say thank you so much to everyone that's, one, joining with us, and two, going to be supporting from home in their own way. Both very important, it's going to be a wonderful trip going to Killarney, Glencar, Drogheda, Moher, Dublin, of course, and other places I can't remember and can't pronounce. We're going there to open a portal, right? And the principle is to be a bridge of light from heaven to earth, as it were, to make that more easy for other people to do the same across the world, right? Lots of different groups doing things like this. We are one of them, honored, blessed, privileged to do it. It's very needed at this time. So thank you so much to everyone that supported that. That's taking place in 3 months. We'll have lots of photos, right? All right. Where am I? I am not at home. This is the House of Wren. It is a new facility in Gloucester, Virginia. Happened to be opening up around about the time I moved here. And I've been blessed to be invited to work here, and I felt that I wanted to do this here today. This is but one of the rooms. There's cryotherapy in there, best Chinese medicine doc in 1,000 miles radius in there. There's an infrared sauna over there and other amazing things, places and people waiting to come here. I'm very, very excited about it. But I wanted to do this from here today. If you are joining me for the first time, I'm going to do a work through sound on the causal body. The causal body, if you say, is around about here, and that, what some people call that the higher self. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. Some people call that the higher self, but for me, that is where the outside joins you, okay? We've got this thing in our body. We've got this part of us called the etheric fascial barrier, right? And so energy from wherever it comes from, and however it is, crosses that and becomes part of our fascia. And at that point, you want to know about it. That's why I'm doing this, to support that part of your energy field. It's tremendously important. It decides really how you show up in the world, and that really, really matters. I've spoken about that already. If Ellen's watching this, I have tried to keep the fluff short, and it's not that short, is it? So, what have I got? You've seen the gong before. I'm starting there, breaking up redundant energy patterns, number one. Number two, didgeridoo. What I'm doing with this, I'm connecting to a body of people through the grid there, and I'm just going to be following where I find heavier or dense pockets and packets of energy. I'm just following that round. I'm going to spend most of the time with this. After that, I'm going to use the tuning forks, which are over there. And with the tuning forks, I'm balancing. I'm kind of finding a new point of recalibration, right? The base point, the low point, as it were, is extremely important because that's where you go upwards from. It's not hard to go high. It's not hard to go low. The exercise of spirituality is getting our base point higher, right? If you think about that's where you rebound to, we want to get that higher, so we're always going further from there. And the last thing I'm going to do is with the crystal bowl, and with that I'm tuning. I'm just tuning us, me included, and this building and this area, tuning to see just how far we can go to, just how far we can attune up to. Bearing in mind, we will kind of drop, right? Because we don't live up here, not at the moment anyway. We don't live up here. We are going to revert, but let's just see how far we can get to. Let's see how much light we can hold in our bodies today, right? Let's see how much we can do that. The flute, I play the flute at the end just to weave that down, weave that back down into our cellular fabric, and then we get on with our day, right? That's the point. This should not take more than about 25 minutes for those of you watching. and should not require anything really of you. Anyway, I'm going to invite you to take a breath now, please. I've set up the sound as best as I can. Bearing in mind, it's coming through an iPhone here, I've got a speaker here, I've got acoustic instruments. The real point is it's you and your etheric field. That's the meeting that's taking place here. So please get comfortable, sitting down, laying down, whatever it is you like to do. And I invite you to close your eyes. I always like to say that's where the exciting stuff's happening. It's happening within you, inside you. Take a breath, please. I'm going to open with a brief prayer as we call to the presence of love within us. We call to the presence of light within us, and first we connect beneath us. We find that point beneath us. We connect beneath us as we ground. And we find its equal point above us. We connect, we prepare to receive, even just for this moment. And we call forth a field of light around us. And as we call that field of light around us, we can breathe a breath of relief. Because we are supported by our own light, by our own essence. And that is what we bring to the world. It comes forth from us and nowhere and no one else. And we take a deep breath now, and we amplify that. Wonderful. So all you need to do is just breathe gently. As I go through this process, I wish you all a beautiful experience. let's take some deeper breaths now. Deep breaths into the whole body. If you can just imagine the entirety of your body taking a breath. In and out. In and out. In and out. And as you just continue breathing in a normal and unforced way, just consider that every breath in and out, and just as you're hearing these words, is for other people. In and out. This is not complicated. It should not be. Every breath opening and supporting to continue the opening of your etheric passageways. The energy that supports your physical organs. Your physical organs that support your well-being, and all of that in reverse. Place the intention to ground your energy now, and just sending that deep below you into the earth. Just simply deep into the earth as we begin to complete this work. We anchor your energy into the earth, into your body, grounding into the now, grounding into the self, grounding into the body, grounding into the present. This is where you are needed. Beautiful, beautiful. Take a breath, cleansing breath. Gently maybe rub your cheeks, open your eyes if you wish to, And I'll share that, I can't really show you what I'm looking at here, but actually round about there, I can't do spatial rotation, round about there, as it were, if I'm looking at a body, I'm seeing the chest, right? I'm seeing this area here, finding a lot of, I'll use the word stuck, finding a lot of stuckness there, a lot to move through here. And bearing in mind, I'm working on a collective, right? I'm working on hundreds, thousands of people, right? Connected to you, watching this and everything. Stuck energy here. Can understand that, the way this week's been. So just working through there, supporting the consciousness that I find to see if it can do something else, to see if it wants to do something else. That's what we're doing here. And sound is a really good modality for connecting with that and letting it move. And it knows what to do. It knows what to do if you let it. So with that, I wish you all a wonderful day. If you're watching right now, have a wonderful Saturday. We've got gorgeous weather here in South Virginia, you can probably see. You're watching this another time. Thank you for joining me. Blessings on your day, blessings on your week. God bless, be well. I'll see you soon.